Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Hi everyone, welcome back to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Mac.
And I'm Pepper.
And today we're going to be doing our CHIPPI review for the game Silver and Gold.
Tiny little game.
Little box.
Another flip and right, roll and right, one of those games. What do you have for core mechanics?
I have an 8. I'm a sucker for blank and right games. It seems to be right up my alley in most cases. I like this game. It gives you, some different options for scoring, which I think is really neat. You can use the little X to cross off something else, which you got to use that.
Yeah.
And then the palm tree scoring, I think, is really neat. Only being able to score them when they're out, worth it when there's palm trees out there.
Yep.
And then just the coin piece going for that and stuff, I think, is really neat. I'm not a huge fan of the flipping. You have to put one of the cards away so you don't get that, and I struggle because it's like if you can't fit it, which is poor planning on my part, but if you can't fit it, then you only get one square, which is infuriating.
Yeah.
When you just really want to get something done. So I gave it an 8 because that's the point of the game, and so that's just my thing. But overall, I think it's good. It is just a flip and right at the end of the day, but
Yeah,
there's
true.
some neat aspects to it, which brings it up for me.
Yeah, I totally agree. I gave it a 7, a little lower, but I think pretty much we're thinking the same thing. There aren't too many things. It doesn't try to be super creative with combos like a lot of these types of games
Right.
do, but I think it just really dedicates itself to be something smooth and easy to play, and it definitely accomplishes that.
I would agree. Well, we got this recently. How long would you say we've had it?
I think this was since Christmas.
Okay,
Yeah.
so about 7-8 months.
Yeah.
But it's been played quite a bit.
It easily has 10 plays.
Yeah, I gave it a 10 as well.
What about investment?
I gave it an 8, so it's really easy to set up. It's a really nice small box, easy to go someplace with it, or hide it on the shelf somewhere. It doesn't take up a lot of room. I knocked it down because dry erase markers in a game always make me nervous, because if you use the game a lot like we do, then those are going to run out. So then you've got to
Yep.
get more dry erase markers. And the thing is that not all dry erase markers are made equally. You might get something that gets stuck on the cards. You might get something that doesn't come off, that stains. So that always makes me a little nervous, especially because it's such an integral part of this game.
Yeah.
But that's like really nitpicky if I think about it, because, they might last a long time. You never know. And the other piece is just that the cards are always the same. It's just the order in which they come out. So there is replayability there, I feel like, for a while, until there really isn't too much
true.
more excitement there. So
True. Yeah, I did not think of the dry erase markers running out. That could have cut this score in half.
I'm really picky about these things.
I gave it a 10.
Whoa!
While, yeah, you said there's not a whole lot of variety in it. Like I said before, I don't think it needs to have that. It's just trying to be a great, simple, quick filler game. And it's so easy to set up. Just shuffle cards and you're ready to play.
Yeah.
Unless your markers are dry. And you gotta go buy some more.
Which hopefully we're years away from this issue.
Yeah, hopefully. But yeah, it's just so quick. One of the quickest games I think we have.
And
so that-
easy, too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
totally approachable. Let's see. Production.
I gave it a 7.75.
Wow, really splitting hairs there.
There is not a lot in this game. Markers are markers. Apparently there's good markers and bad markers. Would you say these are good or bad?
They're decent. They're not my favorite, that's for sure. But they're better than I think the ones in just one. So
Yeah, there's that, and this game the cards are, it's just cool to draw on your cards.
Yeah.
So I think that adds a couple points here. And it could have been very dry, like just like plain white cards with a shape, but they decided to kind of add this exploration map type feel to the game, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I guess, well, I'm a little bit lower. But I might be a little critical. So, hear me out. I give it a 6.5.
Oh, that's not too low.
Yeah, it's not terrible, okay? I feel like that accurately represents what this game is, because when I think about it, the artwork is okay. It's not great, but it is, like Jesse said, it's a filler game. It doesn't need to be too flashy, and so I bring it down just a little for that, just a little, because I don't think the theme is there, really, at all. No. And so to me, it just is like, I don't know, you had to slap something on there to make it work, and that's what it is. But what I kind of get at is, I don't really like the colors that much that they chose, like, I don't know, the artwork is a little confusing when it comes to the stamps or the seals or whatever they're called. The blue, the gray, the green, or no.
I don't know if that's that confusing.
No, you don't like, okay. Well, I didn't understand it my first time through, and maybe someone just taught me wrong, but...
that's probably right.
I think the main thing, though, is just the scoring card, the individual scoring card. Like, it's a little difficult to follow. A little bit on the coin piece.
Yeah, a little bit.
And it's really small. And I understand that they were, keeping it with the size of the game cards and stuff.
Yeah, those markers aren't very sharp. You can't really draw on those boxes very well.
It gets to be one, a little bit like, I don't know if I marked that one. And then again, if you're not careful, you could smudge something off. And then you're like, which is just part of the game. There's nothing you could do differently, and that's one thing I really don't like is, giving it a lower score and then not having solutions for the things that I dislike, but wrapped up in a package, just overall okay production for what it is.
Yeah, I might have given it a little too high there.
It's okay. We're only like a point off.
Yeah.
So
on to preference.
I give it an 8.
Ooh.
I'm still learning the game, so I think it, stays up there for me a bit right now. I want to get it to the table, and anything that uses, polynomial shapes are, something that I really enjoy. And so I think it's just one that I'm going to continue expanding, learning and enjoying, and I think over time it'll just become one of those comfortable staples that just hangs out, and I'm glad to play it when we can get it out.
Yeah, I think this is definitely going to become one of those go-to games, because, again, like I said, it's just so dang approachable, and how often we get it off the shelf, I just had to consider it. I gave it a 9.8.
Ooh! What brings it down? What's holding it back?
I don't know.
That perfect 10, Jesse.
It's not tapestry. That's all.
Apples to oranges. Actually, that's more like apples to a kumquat. It's like not even close. A hot dog.
Oh, poor little apple.
He's trying.
Yeah, it's just, I love Polyomino. I love these Android games, and this combines those, and I really don't have anything bad to say about it.
Yeah. Well, it factor, to finalize it out, I gave it a 7, because even though I don't like the scoring sheet, I think the scoring is so neat and unique. I mean, maybe not totally unique, but in a flip and write, it's something I haven't really seen before, because you have a choice of when to go for these coins. You can only score palm trees at certain points, and then the whole seal, going for the colors, and then the colors in general, So there's a lot of scoring options, even though it's a very small game with, minimal things to it, So I think that level of scoring variability adds something very strong to it.
Yeah, I also have a 7, just for those same reasons, and again, I like drawing on the cards. That's very fun for me. And every one of these games, it seems to be very, very close.
Yeah.
Who's going to win the game? It's almost always been within like 5 points.
Speak for yourself.
Okay. I know. You destroy us and beat us by 40 points.
I can't even. No, I'm struggling with this one. So.
But yeah, I feel it does, for me at least, stand out a little bit among the Android games.
I think so too. I agree. It stands out a little bit stronger than some other ones too. So.
Yeah. So that brings me to a total score of 8.8.
Oh, and I am 1 point off and a 10th with a 7.9.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, so not even a full point. It's a 0.9. Look at us go.
That's right.
So that has been Silver and Gold from Pandasaurus Games. Just a real cute blank and right.
Yeah. Check out our other videos on the game where we give you the rules, hopefully correctly this time, since we obviously taught Mac wrong.
It happens. Maybe I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. And we'll be having a playthrough there as well, and you can see how it's played.
Yeah.
So go check those out. Comment below any questions you have about the game.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to
Keep on nibbling.